Hey, what's going on? This is your boy, Dr. Collins D, Cowboy Dennis. I am sitting here on one of my podcasts today. I'm here with this great patient of mine. Her name is Vita. Hey, Vita, what's going on? How you doing? Look at you. You know what I'm saying? That yellow don't crack. Girl, you're looking awesome today. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
So, listen, we're going to start off today. We're going to discuss the stuff that we did for you, right?
Okay.
And then we're going to get to some real stuff. I want to hear some stuff about some gossip that some folks don't know. Is that all right?
That's all right. Yeah.
All right.
Good.
All right. So let's get into it. So let's talk about one. When did you start to feel? I mean, I guess from childhood, as far as just your smile itself, did you like your smile as a kid growing up, middle school, high school?
As a kid growing up, yeah, I did.
Okay.
But as I got older, no, I didn't like it.
Okay. And what about your smile you didn't like?
My teeth wasn't right.
Okay.
They were cracked. I had got, back in the day, you get this gold filling in your mouth.
Okay.
Because they say that's popular.
Yeah.
But the gold was actually decaying my teeth.
Okay. What you had? You had a gold front?
I had a gold front.
Oh, you from the hood? You from the street? Hold on, wait a minute. I didn't even ask you where you from originally.
I'm from Galveston.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. But as you get older, the gold front came off.
Yeah.
So my teeth was very soft. And when I go to the dentist, I'm scared of dentists.
Of course you are.
I'm scared as heck.
You ain't scared of them more.
No.
Now you come in with a little more swag.
I come in here because you're gentle. Your people are nice.
Thank you.
They treat you with kindness.
Thank you.
So I don't have a reason to be nervous. Beforehand, you go to the dentist and they stick you in your mouth and you feel everything.
Right.
I remember the time I had to go to the dentist. I had to go 30 minutes beforehand because I need a pill just to relax.
Right.
So he can work on my mouth.
Right.
Because I was just that nervous.
And now it's funny because you come here. It's almost like you run the practice now. I'm saying, and I mean they love you. Everyone, there's some people that come and we see them on the schedule, and the first thing we do is like, oh Jesus, I'm saying, it's gonna be one of them days. Y'all get your popcorn ready. But you come in, and everybody's like, yo, one thing about it, you're very patient,
right?
And you're understanding of the process. So we so appreciate you for that. Well, good. So for years, you didn't like your smile.
No.
So what made you say, I'm finally ready to change?
I finally came to the conclusion, because everybody would tell me, oh, you have a pretty smile. I'd be like, no, I don't. How can I smile with my teeth?
Right.
Looking like pointed over here. They didn't know.
Right.
I have a denture partial over here.
That you didn't like at all?
No.
Was food getting under it?
I had to take it out to eat.
Right.
Because I didn't like the little gummy stuff or whatever you put in there to hold it.
Right.
So I was like, And I just woke up, I was like, I saw your commercial on Facebook. And I was like, I'm going to just go check them out.
Okay.
I'm going to go try them. I'm going to see what it's like. And when I made my appointment, it was good. They got all my information. And when I came in here, it was pleasant. It was just nice.
Thank you for that.
And when I went to the back, got my x-rays, and then I saw you. I'm like, oh, Lord, who is this man? But what got me was the Christian music that was playing. And with that playing, I know you can go anywhere to hear Christian music.
Right.
But I saw you at church, and they was talking about you at the church you go to.
Okay.
But that let me know that you're not just a dentist, but you was like a God-sent dentist.
Right. Thank you for that. Yeah.
So you wasn't just out to gain money, hurt people, or anything. You're out to help the people.
Right.
And that meant a lot to me.
Well, you know what? I was telling one of my my other patients earlier, when I bought this building, and it was a cracked building or whatever it was. And when I saw the building, I knew that was mine. I said, God, this is my building. And when I renovated it, I put scripture on every part of the wood. Uh, and I don't know if you noticed, but every room when we finished the building, I woke up that morning with, you're gonna put the armor of God in this office.
Mm-hmm.
And I literally went in and put on every wall. I had a patient of mine that does art,
Right, right.
and I literally had him to create pieces for me
Mm-hmm.
that represents the armor of God.
Mm-hmm.
So each room has a piece of that. So I truly believe that everything that God gives me is that of a gift.
Right.
And so
Right.
I was saying earlier that I absolutely love what I'm doing. I'm able to work on God's people, and that's such an amazing thing for me. So before I start getting teary-eyed on that, so
I know,
can I
because
say?
then you think about it like, oh my God, hold up. But it's a good thing
Yeah,
because
yeah,
you help us
yeah.
get that smile and that personality back
Right.
that we thought we lost.
So you have been to other dentists prior to me, before
Yes.
me. How was that experience for you?
Bad.
Okay. And you had a lot of work done that turned out to be bad.
I had a lot of work done that turned out to be bad. And then when I went back to finish the work, they didn't even acknowledge it.
Right.
So I lost money
Right.
trying to get stuff done.
Right. And one of the things is that a lot of dentists, 90% of dentists do root canals. I'm not going to go if I'm for it or not. I don't do them anymore because to me it's you're basically saving a dead tooth.
Mm-hmm.
I know that if anything can fail at a higher percent, right, that means that you're patching something up.
Right.
For me, at least,
Right.
right? And so I would rather extract things and put implants in. Um, and we also do metal and non-metal implants.
Right.
But I'll give the patients an opportunity to decide what they want
Mm-hmm.
by expressing the problems that happen. Because you've heard patients say, people say, I had root canals done and they didn't
Right.
work, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, well, it's like anything that you kill, it's decay. So that's on. And I don't have a battle on that. For
Right.
me and mine, I just decide I don't want to do those things anymore. I'll rather extract the tooth and give me a better chance with an implant.
True.
For me. So we pulled your tooth. We did different types of work on you.
Right.
What did we do for you?
We pulled her tooth.
And we did some crowns.
And we
on
did
you.
a lot of crown work.
So our question is, how do you like your smile?
I love my smile. Hey, look, I think I smile more now than I did before.
Okay.
Because beforehand, you smiling like, but like, hey.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit better for me.
How's your confidence level now?
It's up there. I feel better.
Right.
When I wake up in the morning, I get up, brush my teeth.
Right.
I'm like, girl, look, you pretty? I'll be
Right.
like,
Right.
Yes. I'll be like, okay, thank you.
So now, since your smile looks good,
Yeah.
you're confident now. Are you married?
No.
Have you been married?
Yes.
Are you happily divorced?
Yes.
How long have you been divorced?
Ooh, good 20 years.
20 years?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to get back married again? Or
I would love to.
Right. Right.
It's up to God.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So do you find now you're in Houston, Texas, right? And so it's a big place.
Right.
Do you find now, even with the new smile, that your confidence level in dating is even higher?
I think my confidence level is like on a 10
Okay.
right now.
Okay. Right.
So, because beforehand, like I said, when you go out, you doing that half smile.
Right.
You don't want nobody to say, oh, missing the teeth. Oh, okay. And then, you going out to eat with somebody, y'all sitting across from each other. You're like, oh, hey, take your denture out. So
Oh, no, and you got to clean the foot. You got to go in and
yeah, so you got to rinse it. And I'll be like, oh, God, I got to eat.
So
but now it's like, what's up?
What's up? Right.
We're doing this?
Right,
Yes.
and so no one even knows you have any, because it looks so
No.
natural. It really does. Like I mean,
I get so many.
I ain't trying. I'm sorry. I ain't trying
Go
to pat
on,
myself
Patrick,
on, pat
go
myself
on.
on that, but
Listen,
it does.
listen.
It looks so
Pat
great.
yourself on the back with
Yeah.
your dentistry.
Yeah.
I love it.
It looks
People
so
asking me,
natural.
who did your smile? I say the cowboy did. Y'all need to go see him. Let him hook you up. Yes.
Well, we so appreciate the fact that you know one is giving us some referrals. That's a blessing too. Now, so your confidence is level is good. You have children. You say you have 2, 3. How many?
2.
2. And how old are your kids?
43.
40. What you mean 40?
And my daughter will be 40.
Girl, stop.
My daughter turned 40 next week.
Did you just say 43?
And my son is 43, yes.
You must have had them kids when you were 5, 10. You was about 10 years old. So ain't no way in the world.
Just take care of yourself. So, I've always been athletic.
Right.
So work out and everything, trying to take care of myself.
Because you 60 years old. I'm assuming 60 now.
But when you get your teeth done, when I got my teeth done, it just helped boost my confidence a little bit more.
Okay.
So it just added to my beauty.
Awesome.
What can I say?
I mean, you look absolutely gorgeous, but I mean, you don't have wrinkles though, at all. Like I mean, you're supposed to be 60. So, I mean, I'm assuming you say your daughter 43. So I'm trying to do the math. If you're 10, you got to be at least 53. So I know you're having a child at 10 years old. So unless you you were living in the South back in the day.
Nah.
So you got to be.
I'm 61 going on 62. Thank God.
Man, that's amazing. I'm speechless on that end. So now, what do you do for a living?
I'm retired. I take care of my grandfather. He's
That woman said she
103.
retired. So we got the win. And how long you been retired?
About 3 years now.
So when you got this done, you was retired, correct?
I had just retired.
You had just retired.
Mm-hmm.
So how was you able to afford all this stuff? Being a retiree?
You save your money.
You save your money.
Yeah.
All right.
And then, I have a 401k.
Okay.
So you use your money for what you need it for.
Right.
So I know if I wanted to get this done, I knew where my money was. And it's easy for me to go and draw it out and get it done.
People don't understand sometimes. A lot of times we heard it early, people will say, this is as expensive as a car. I don't know what car you buy.
Oh, and finance. Y'all help me get finance.
And we have financing. And people will say, well, I don't know how this is as expensive as a car. You mean, and I'll say, you mean the thing that you eat with and you smile with and you talk with. But tell the people how, being that you now have had that smile back, I mean, it just, even your business mindset, your confidence level on what you can do and how you talk to people will make a change.
Yes, it does.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like you don't want to, if you're an accountant,
right?
You don't want to drive up to a new client in an old bust down car. You want to go down something that at least looks nice enough for you to be saying, I can help you with your money.
That's right. And see, I minister to people.
Okay, awesome.
So if I'm ministering, I don't need you looking at my mouth.
Right.
And my teeth are looking bad.
Right.
What is that saying?
Right.
So you telling me you can minister to me, your teeth looking bad, and God can't help you?
Right. Awesome.
What kind of God do we serve?
What kind of God do we serve? And that's one of the things that we serve a living God. And one of the main things that I love about things, God will provide the ways for you.
Oh, He made that way.
He made that way. And I remember we talked about where you were at the time, and
yes.
We actually got emotional the day that we met.
We did.
And
I did. I was like, and when you said, he was like, okay, I'm gonna help you. I said, you're gonna help, Lord, because trust me, I prayed before I came.
That's right.
I did.
Of course.
I prayed. I'd be like, all right, God, I want to get this done. I know it's gonna be expensive. It's gonna cost, but I can't go around with my mouth like this.
Right.
Because eventually, like you said, whatever's going on in your mouth happens in your body.
Absolutely.
Appreciate
it. Say it one more time. We're gonna let her say it. So that way I ain't gotta say it. She said something like, "What? Say it again." I couldn't hear you.
Whatever is going on in your mouth,
it
affects your body.
It affects your body.
You wonder why you having headaches. You
All
wonder
that.
why your. For me, I have a heart murmur. So any kind of infection, if it goes to my heart, it can infect that.
Absolutely.
So I'm like, I have to get that fixed. what I have to care more about my body than I do a vehicle
There you go.
or a house.
There you go.
I have to care about my body because God made my body. But if I don't take care of it, it's going to decay and go away.
It's more your bacteria itself, chronic infection.
Yes.
Chronic infection causes chronic disease. Doesn't matter where it's located. Okay.
Yes.
So, and I'll tell patients all the time, if you have a bug, so understanding what bacteria is, it's a microorganism. All right. A microorganism is an organism, but small.
It is, right.
And it does the same thing that we do. It moves, it eats, and it has what? Waste. So when it has that particular waste, what happens is that waste is going into your system.
It has to go somewhere.
Got to. And it follows in your system all day long, and all of a sudden you get a symptom. And that symptom could be heart issues, it could be gastro issues, it could be diabetes, it could be cancer.
Right.
Cancer. And unfortunately, a lot of times physicians are not aware of the problems that your tooth can be causing your body.
Right.
Headaches, especially headaches.
Yes.
Headaches, facial pain, neck pain, all these things could be, and they'll feel like it's a tooth, but it's not a tooth.
Right.
There's so many patients that have gotten root canals that didn't need a root canal.
Right.
There's so many patients that's gotten tooth pulled that didn't need the tooth pull. It was actually the grinding of the tooth, of the body itself, and those things. So it's just I do a lot of different things. God has blessed me to do a lot of different things, and one of it is to treat the body and the tooth together.
Right, because I think that's one thing we talked about. I bet because you were saying, do you grind your teeth in your sleep? I was like, no. You're like, yes, you do.
Right.
I'm like, no, I don't.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
like,
yeah,
you
you
do.
do.
I'm like,
Right,
oh, okay.
right.
I never knew that I was doing that.
Right, you were.
I never knew that.
And so we on your end, we kind of open your bite up some, so that way your grinding will be
So I'm like,
less.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's different things we don't know that I was able to learn.
And I think that's one of the reasons why I want to do this particular podcast and these shows, so that way I can, especially give our people, but all my patients, but especially the Black community, we don't hear enough about how the tooth affects the body itself, and so I want to be able to show through my patients to my folks out here in this world that your teeth matter.
They do.
What we do is we take the mouth, right, and we take it out the body,
right,
and we put it over here,
and
then here's your body,
right,
as though the mouth doesn't matter. And what's crazy is how many people say, "Oh, it's just my tooth," and they don't know. So listen to me real quick. I want you to hear me. Hear this. If you have a hole in your tooth, that means that you have this little bitty little insect called microorganisms, like termites, that's eating away that tooth. Let's say it again. That hole in that tooth is coming from a little bug in your mouth that's eating away the tooth. And sometimes folks who get a big old hole, they have no understanding. They think it's sugar. It's a little ant. It's a little microorganism that's eating it up. Did you know that?
That's what, you know what? I'm glad you mentioned that, because I remember years ago when I went to the dentist, that's what he would say. Oh, you ate too much candy when you was little.
Right.
But I ate candy, so what are you gonna do to fix it?
Right. Because we reference the candy to the cavity, and in actuality, the candy contributes to the feeding of the bug.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So the bug needs the sucrose, the sugar, right, to feed on, right? It's feeding, but it's feeding also on the tooth, because the tooth is actually on the sugar's on the tooth.
But you don't know that.
You don't know that. And a lot of patients also, another problem, a lot of patients, what they do, they'll brush their teeth in the morning, at nighttime, right? And once they brush their teeth at night, what do they do next? Go in the refrigerator, get some orange juice.
Yeah.
Go in the refrigerator, get some milk.
Right.
And they put that material. You have to actually brush your tooth, right? And also not scope. Scope is alcohol.
Oh, wow.
Listerine has alcohol in it. You need an antimicrobial rinse. an antimicrobial that's killing the bug.
Wow.
Because if you're not using that, you know how you actually can brush your teeth in the morning?
Yeah.
I mean, at nighttime,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then you wake up and your breath still smell bad.
Yeah.
Or you feel like it's rough a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the bacteria been active. Plaque is bacterial waste.
Oh, wow.
Let's say it again. Plaque is bacterial waste. I have this article where it says why you shouldn't eat. What's it say? Why you shouldn't kiss your boo in the morning time?
Wow.
Because they feel with that. Go in the room and get that toothbrush.
Go with your mouth.
Before we get started.
Don't come over here.
Before we get started. No, so no, that's what it is. So, but we're on our end. We're glad that you came in for that, and I'm happy that you got your confidence level back. How's the preaching thing going?
It's marvelous. I feel more confident.
Okay.
Because of it. Even just talking, period.
Okay.
Even just going out in public, I don't have to do this. Because
that high mode thing.
Yeah, I would do this. Yeah. And people be like, "Oh, yeah, girl, I'm good." Yeah, because first thing people do is they staring at your mouth.
Right.
Regardless of whether they say it or not.
Right.
They looking at your mouth. Let me look.
Especially got that gold thing going on.
Yeah, and they be like, "Didn't you have a goal? What happened to your goal?" It fell off.
So that goal that made your teeth shorter too, didn't it? Mm-hmm. Oh.
So I'm like, oh, okay.
Now, are you as far as the ministering portions of it? Are you now at a church doing it, or are you?
I do ministry through my church where we go to.
What church is that?
North Main Church of God in Christ.
Okay.
610 in North Main.
Okay.
Pastor Willie James Collins is my pastor.
Well, that's what it was. If you started Collins, you knew that was. His last name was Collins. My last name was Collins. We had to be all right. So Collins. Okay. So he is it a Baptist?
It's Pentecostal Church of God in Christ.
Oh. Now we've all been confused on Pentecostal stuff. I'm always going to ask this question. What's the difference between Pentecostal as far as the women type of thing? Women can women wear pants?
Yeah, they wear their pants.
They can. What's so significant about Pentecostal that some people get the wrong understanding?
I don't get into really all that. For me, we serve God.
There you go.
That's it.
There you go.
Wear what you want to wear.
Right.
Now you do have in some Pentecostal churches where the women never wear pants.
Right.
They don't even put pants on.
Right.
But we wear our pants.
Right.
It's not going to stop me from being saved. It's not going to stop me from serving God.
Absolutely not. And I mean, God says what? What's the main reason? The main thing to be able to get into the heaven is love that. Love that neighbor. Now people don't realize if you love thy neighbor as our own, then you ain't gonna steal from him because you love
your neighbor. Love, just love.
Saying, if you love thy neighbor,
treat everybody right.
Treat everybody right.
Like you want to be treated.
Period.
And that's what you're doing. That's what you do.
It is.
You treat people how you want to be treated. How you want your family members to be treated.
Absolutely.
So people don't mind coming back to you. They don't mind recommending you because they know, he gonna do a good job.
Right.
Now you may have to pay some money.
Right.
But that's with anything in life.
That's right.
Anything in life, if you really want it, you're gonna pay for it.
And you have to.
Like you say, when you want that nice car, you're gonna pay for it.
And I think the thing is when you say pay for it, we're not, this office is no higher than majority of
anybody else.
But there are people out there, unfortunately, that don't value what they do, meaning they don't value the costs of things, right?
Right.
And unfortunately, you can get things. What happens is, like in my practice, I don't have to see 100,000 patients to make sure. So and you can attest to this. I give you what? My time.
That's what matters.
You know what I'm saying?
The time you're explaining to us what's getting ready to take place, what's going to happen, how your smile is going to look afterwards, how you're going to feel confidence afterwards, how your mouth is going to feel. And that's what we need, period.
So now you've done all this stuff. You're preaching a little bit now. You're out there. You got some flowers that came for Valentine's Day kind of thing. what's your next goal and next few years? Where do you see yourself at? Next 5 years, what do you think you're gonna be doing?
Hopefully, my next 5 years is to be in my counseling business
Okay.
because I'm a Christian counselor.
Okay.
So I want to be able to counsel people, talk to
That
help
actually,
them with their lives.
I think with that being in a counseling for as marriages, counseling as far as
Life,
person's
not
life.
just life. How to deal with everyday situations because I'm not a licensed counselor.
Okay.
I'm a certified Christian counselor.
Okay.
So there are certain things I can't, like if it's alcohol, child abuse, or something like that. No, I have to refer you to somebody
Okay.
else.
Okay.
But everyday life situations, how do I survive? How the Bible tells us to survive.
Right.
How God tells us to live every day so that we can be able to make it.
And you feel that's what would be a point that you want to give this audience about how to survive? I mean, let's talk about a young girl or who's dealing with abuse or um, being a single mother or whatever else. I'm assuming at one point your kids, you said 20 years, you were a single
True.
mother. Yeah, okay.
In that situation, you have to love yourself
There you go.
because you can't love anybody else correctly and wholeheartedly if you don't love yourself.
Mm.
See, that's what my smile helped me do. It helped transform. I don't want to get emotional.
Emotion is all right.
It helped. It helped transform me. It helped me understand. No, you are beautiful. Even though someone else can come and tell you. But unless you know it for yourself and you feel it for yourself, it doesn't matter what somebody else says.
Mm.
So you have to know who you are. Learn who God says you are as a person, as an individual. And when you learn to love yourself, then it doesn't matter what somebody else say. Because you're going to love them where they are. Because you understand where you was, you begin to grow.
Did you, for you,
Sorry.
it's okay, and I'm assuming, and it's my assumption that at one point there was some mental abuse towards you at one end,
Yeah.
and so for me to tell you, it's beautiful to see someone on the other side of that,
Yeah.
right? A lot of times people don't see, they see the abuse now, and they don't know that God can provide something different for you.
True.
If you believe in who He is.
That's true. Like I told some people, I never knew I was in depression until I came out.
Mm.
And people are like, what are you talking about? I lived in Galveston for half of my life. Moved to Houston. But when I got a divorce, my whole house was dark.
Mm.
I lived in darkness. Just the TV light. Even the bathroom door was closed. It was dark. Moved to Houston with my cousin. Still, my room was dark. I lived in darkness, functioning every day, laughing. Until one day I moved into my apartment. I didn't put up any curtains or anything. I woke up one Saturday morning. And I was like, man, it's so bright in here. Not just from the sun. God had opened my eyes. And He was like, you just came out of depression. I was like,
Just like that.
Just like that. No medicine, no pills.
Right.
No nothing. No doctor. No
Oh,
nothing.
God.
And I was like, because it was an unusual brightness. Now, you know when the sun is shining through the shades, but it was bright. And He said, you just came out of depression.
That right there, and I want to appreciate. I'm gonna end it with that, and we might do number 2 with you. We got to put some Kleenex over here next time you come out here. We all crying out here. Listen. That right there, what you just said now, is why I'm trying to do this show, because I know what depression is, and I know the mouth creates some of it, but I also know the joy that it also can help you with when you're in it, right? And so at the end of the day, I want people to hear the stories of people like yourself because they can resonate towards that.
Yeah.
So I want to thank you for sharing just that. And we want to end it. We want to appreciate you coming in and you know what I'm saying, and doing this show with Dr. Collins, the Cowboy Dentist. Listen, stay blessed. You know, I'm gonna end this show now, but stay blessed, stay God bless. You know how I ended. Root to the Q's, earth to the buzz. Thank you so much for this. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.